Hey everybody, Alan Peterson here with alanpeterson.com and fictiveuniverse.com. In my last video on showing you how to edit graphic images and for our author sites and social media campaigns and Facebook ads and all that good stuff, I showed you how I use Photopea to edit the PSD files for free. You can watch that video. I'll have the link in the description down below. In this one, I'm going to show you how I put it out, how I put that graphic that I did on Photopea, how I put it together, and to creating graphics that I use on my website, that I use for my social media campaigns. And for that, I use Canva, which is also free. There's also a paid version of Canva. You get a lot more bells and whistles, but I've just been using the free one, and it's worked fine. Worked very well for my needs. I don't think it's very expensive, the pro version. Let's see. Here's a pricing. Let's see. So the pricing is so it's about $10 a month. So that's not too bad. But anyway, I don't have I just have the free account right now. It's what I've been using for years. And so basically, you go into Canva, and once you start using it, then it becomes even easier because you kind of sort of have like all these templates made. So here's all the different images that I create for my podcast. Every time I interview an author, so like here's Lisa Scottolini, for example, Wanda Morris, Craig Martell, and sometimes I play around with different formats. But this is the one that I use for my website. And so as you can see, I've all these I've done myself. This part here is the one that this graphic image here. This is the one I tweak on Photopea for free. I add the author name. It takes like 10 seconds, and then I come here and do it. Oh, here's my Lee Child one. Proud of that. You can get to interview Lee Child. But anyway, and so it's very straightforward. Like I said, especially once you've done a bunch of these, then it becomes really easy. So let me show you. So I got to do a new one for my latest author interview for my podcast. So all I do is I click here on duplicate page, and then I delete the previous one. So this is Sarah Bladel. So I'm going to delete her stuff, and this part always stays here, obviously. So I'm going to show you a real life example here because I need to edit this file for, I'm creating a graphic images for my podcast, Meet the Thriller Author, for my latest author interview, which is with A.M. Adair. And so this is the file that I created on Photopea, that I edited, that tweaked. I added her name on Photopea. You can watch that video. Link is in the description down below. So I'm going to go ahead and import that here into Canva. And so there you go. That's the one. If you've seen that other video, you've seen me how I did this on Photopea. And then as you can see the format here, I have author headshot and graphic and book cover. And so I'm going to move this over here. And then I need her picture, her headshot. Let me get that file. And I should have that here. And then so you can see how easy it is to do. And then I'm going to crop this a little bit. This is all just drag and drop. So if you know how to drag and drop and do stuff like that, it's just going to be super easy for you. Very simple, very minimal learning curve to use Canva. It's just amazing. So that's good enough. And then we'll go ahead and make this a little bit bigger, and you can make, and here's where you can, really go to town. You can make this big, you can move it, you can change the position anywhere you want. So it's a very intuitive, very easy to use, very, very slick. Okay, so there's the graphic, the banner that I'll be using. There's the headshot of the author that I interviewed, A.M. Adair, and then let me import her book cover for this book cover that I did for the interview, Shadow War. If you want to see this interview, if you want to see all this stuff in action already posted by the time this video is up, it should be all up on my website. You can go to thrillerauthors.com and check out the A.M. Adair interview. You'll see all this in action there. So anyway, like I said, you can move this around. You can Very easy to do. If you know how to use the mouse, you won't have any problems using Canva. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little smaller here. I do like to twist it here a little bit. As you can see, it just keeps the kind of like the motif that I have going here. So anyway, all right, so that's that. And so that looks good. I'm going to make her headshot just a little bigger. And you can move these graphics around. Like, for example, you can move them forward, backward, in relation to the other images. You can put them in the top, in the middle, in the bottom. Very simple, as you can see, very intuitive. All right, so that's that. That's done. So I'm going to go ahead and download that. And so I'm going to go ahead and download that here. And so this is number 2. As you can see, I've done this a few times, 98 times. So I want this one, number 2. Go ahead and click done on that. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit the download button on it. And it's downloading. It's probably a nice little graphic progress bar. And there it is. Let me open it so you can see it. And there you have it. There is the graphic, which I'll use for social media posts and on my website. Let me show you the website so you can see it in action here. So this is what I'm talking about, as you can see here. And all these were created using Canva. Another trick, the white background sometimes bugs me. I like it, especially if I'm going for the thriller, so I want it a little darker, because meet the thriller author. And so usually what I do when a photo like this comes up, this is going to be a bonus tooltip. I make it transparent so it blends in a little nicer with this graphic image. And Canva does offer that. However, it's only if you have the paid version, and I don't have the paid version, so I can't use that tool to make it transparent. So as you can see, you can edit the image. You have a lot of image things you can do. This is something else I want to show you. As you can see, boom, summer. They got tons of different things that you can use. Make it grayscale. A lot of tools. I'm not going to use any for now. But anyway, I want to show you all these little filters and things that you can use. It's look at that. It's kind of amazing. So how easy it is to do. It's just one click of the button. So it's very, 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 very nifty tool. But anyway, and if you have the paid version of Canva, you can easily make this white background go away. You can convert this picture to be transparent, but I don't have the paid version right now, so I use another free tool online called remove background. And here it is. And so very simple. Let me show that to you. I'll grab the file that I want to make transparent, and I just drag it into remove .bg, remove background. Look at that. It automatically does it. They also have a paid version if you want to download a high definition full image. But for my needs, the free version works fine. It's a nice big file size, and the quality is great. So I just use the free one. So I download it, and let me just show that to you here. And as you can see now, the white background has been removed. All I had to do was just drag it in there and then download it. That's that simple. As you can see, it takes like 3 seconds. So let me show that to you now. Let me go back here. We'll get rid of this one, and let me go ahead and download that latest version, the transparent version here. There we go. And there we go. So see, I like that a little bit better. It looks a little nicer. Make her a little bit bigger. I think it just fits better with the motif. And then I want to bring this one forward. There we go. And okay, looks good to me. And so now I'm going to go ahead and download this again. They have no limits on downloads or anything. You can download this as many times as you want. So go ahead and click on that, and we'll go ahead and download that one as well. It takes a few seconds. There you go. And so let's take a look at that one. So yeah, I see there it is. There's a new one. I think it looks a lot nicer, a lot cleaner. And let me show you, just so you can see back-to-back comparisons here. All right, just so you can see the back-to-back, so you can see there's the one, the original one, and then here's the one that I had the file removed, is right here. I just want to show you back side-by-side comparison. So you see, it works out pretty nice. Very easy to do, as you saw, with remove.bg is the site, remove background, and it's completely free. So very awesome, awesome site. So anyway, so that's it. That's how I get my files done here, ready to rock and roll. All right, so that's it. So I just want to show you how I create these graphic files, these images that I use, and I use this, not only I use this for my podcast, I use this for my author website. You know, you have to have every image that you'll see. If you go to alanpeterson.com, you'll see all the graphics, all the images on there. I use Canva, and to create those Facebook ads, Twitter posts, Facebook posts, Facebook ads, Amazon ads. All that stuff can easily be done with Canva, with a Canva free version. I also do use a BookBrush, but I find myself using Canva more, to be honest. I do have a paid, BookBrush is paid only, but I'm just more familiar with Canva. But anyway, I'm gonna make a separate video on BookBrush as well. That is 100% author centric. It's designed for authors, so it really does cut off a lot of this other stuff that you'll see on Canva. I mean, Canva has stuff for everything, basically. As you can see here, you can do whatever, social media, template, personal business, marketing, all this bunch of stuff. Whereas BookBrush is just dedicated for graphic needs of authors. But anyway, that's it. I just wanted to do this video to show you how I create my graphics using using Canva. It's easy, it's free. I highly recommend you check it out.